Boy, they aren't too good at playing this, are they? Hey everyone, welcome back for another Let's Peek, and as stated last week, we will be taking a look at 1943, the arcade version of the game that I Let's Played years ago. And as you can see, yes, this game is 2-player simultaneous, but as usual, I don't have a second player on hand to, take up the red plane, so I will be soloing this game by myself, soloing by myself, so to speak. Man, these are really not good players at that. Oh well. Anyway, if you saw my Let's Play of 1943, you pretty much know what to expect here, except there is no stat building, nothing like that. It's just you, power-ups, and all the enemies you must destroy. So let's throw a quarter in. And there is continuing on the fly in this. I will show that off once, at least. Just because it's kind of interesting that you get to continue exactly where you left off. But same thing happens. Planes come by, bomb the carrier you're on. Red planes come by, drop you a 3-way power-up right at the beginning. Some of the power-ups you get dropped in your lap cannot be changed. Some of them can. And just like in the NES port, there will be a few spots here and there that you can shoot to get extra points and such, if you're paying attention to it. Of course, using the 3-way as exclusively as possible is beneficial to this, as it'll cover the most area. Took a bullet. Nah, I'm gonna die early. I'm gonna run out of 3-way here real fast. That'll make this interesting. There we go. Barrel. Extra time. Almost backed right into that bullet. That wouldn't have been good for me. And you can blow up the debris for a few extra points, just like in the NES version. But overall, a pretty easy mission. And over time, as you complete stages, your max energy will also go up some. Goes up, I believe, in increments of 8. It's been a while since I actually stared at the between mission screens. I grabbed that a little early. Oh well. And grabbed that one late. Jerk. Shoot and then dive away. There we go. Yeah, kinda useless for me, but it is extra time with the special weapon. So I'm not stuck with just the base gun. So don't get me wrong, the base gun is useful, but no. It's not the worst weapon in the world. And I am not doing well at grabbing the right special weapons. I have no idea what that does. If you manage to grab it, I've never managed to grab that one. Because by the time I see it, I get sent down to fight the enemies. Get the bullet shields out of the way. My health is a little on the low side. I'd rather have the more special weapon there. Now, if I get far enough, notice how slow the bullets are moving right now. Once you get a few levels into this, they speed up the bullets, like a lot. Woo, just barely managed to survive there. That was close. And you may have also noticed that your energy tank does deplete slowly as you play. And now we are onto the first stage I usually die at. Didn't mean to grab that. The shotgun has its uses, if you can gain several of them in succession. I'd rather have that, though. If you can gain several power-ups of the shotgun in a row, it suddenly becomes a much bigger spread and still blocks bullets pretty well, but, you know. I don't like the fact that it has such limited, and a really limited tiny range. I mean, you saw that. The shot only went out like a few inches from the front of my plane. Full power, it is. Did not leave myself in a good position there. Did not mean to grab that. It will be useful though, if I can avoid dying. And I can't. So anyway, you continue, hit start, continue pretty much right where you left off. And the shell makes that boss fairly easy to deal with, really. But I still like the spread. The shell may be powerful, but against the majority of the fights here, against just the random mobs that keeps, popping up everywhere, yeah, it's not a good weapon. Only good for bosses. Even then, not all bosses. Yeah, pretty much just best to leave it alone if you think it's going to change your weapon. A lesson I forget way too often. We should be this should be the stage where they really concentrate on coming up from behind. Maybe that's the next stage. I'm probably not going to survive this stage regardless. There it is. I have no idea what that does. Probably just points. I'll look after the video. After the video's over, I will see if that actually changed anything. I don't think it did. I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say I don't think it did. I don't want that shell. Didn't mean to hit that. In the console port, all these things are like... they're like extra power or extra ammunition or something actually useful. And I'm going to die very badly here. Yep, there we go. I believe that's enough, because 1943, as you've seen, is pretty much just... well, it was pretty faithfully ported to the NES. There's not much else here we have to deal with. Anyway, thanks for joining me for another Let's Peek, and next week, I believe there's a side story we might need to see. Yeah, maybe. Something along those lines. Or maybe an abbreviated version, depending on what that actually means. Anyway, take care everyone. I will see you back later for more.